You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Flatter him. You know, I think we might just make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could you be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, you only answer the way you can to run out the door to get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Hi, Miriam. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it. I couldn't find you. I got worried. Something happened to you? It's okay, I was just... But now that turns out you're fine. Really go home and spend the night. I got married. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since you'd be partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials up to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But... I was just so interested in spending some one-on-one time together, and he didn't know me. And I said, yeah, sure, I can't get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, and things quickly spiraled out of control. Did he just say skydiving? Did she just say skydiving as it was a typical first date thing to go on talking to a pressure cooker? I know I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Marion the time to tell her story, however, bottling up the details of your own story is just too much better. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Marion offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you're inviting your rivals in the quad. Hello, rivals. How are you guys? You can tell from a distance that they are picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll offer you one right away. I'll just show my sugar Sprinkles, please. Here's Sprinkles. It's a dog. And a treat. You can get your swirly drip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at school. There's a lot of that horse Colonel Sanders at school. Who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Matty, suggesting I would pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and it won't happen. Clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer acid makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. Never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the first day of school? Matty, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. I know the feeling. Believe me, I know the feeling. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing? Complimenting her. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gluey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of word to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Matty. I'm more than capable to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me about your thoughts as we walk to class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Matty. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered from yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Well, is that the bug? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. Dude, grimoire cards? Destiny? Destiny reference? But I don't really believe in the magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book and they really weren't powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page with the arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says on the edge of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is Dester. But Dester counts for Dester measures. This is a choice. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. Take your friend's advice, put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. Clears his voice and makes a quick announcement. I want you all to know that I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. Dogs can be rather unpredictable. Wait to see what happens. Must be hungry. Reaching your backpack and grabs home the last match and forgot to turn in. Sprinkle immediately goes for it and gobbles with a sheet of paper like a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much of the world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Matty, you are studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on this lecture series in art of cake baking. Insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Matty, for reminding me to dole out the indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before I can go any further, Marion's love drama spills over into the class. Circles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a flame strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language and mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joanne, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great day. Meep. Wow. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands and pedal down the mountain, or off a cliff, for all I care. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of his gaps in his pedals, and a ding stops him in his tracks. The amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself is not real, is not true, is not entirely clear where it came from. Jesus. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pallor at the final day of school. It's only been 3 days and it's already the final day of school. 3-day semesters at the College of School, or whatever the fuck it's called. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam TM. Still wondering on the title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think of your upcoming audition, there's a very beautiful soul in the environment, but in need of a pep talk. Hey, Marion, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny bug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of class? In front of everyone! Her tiny cocoa and delicious treasure. So you know that the breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is just such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm not going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise right through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Marion brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up with Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta. But sure, there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else you want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else we met today, tomorrow, or this whole year. So what? You're a special person. You shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Marion gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review the menu for today. It's going to take a very special cook. And I bet the Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Mary, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea on how to spend your time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. That's it. The location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of your recipe you've been working on. Matty's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes to second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session has been interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Matty, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. Big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You're usually happy to share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head and cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick when the oven timer goes off. Okay, you got me. Doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Who knew it was a pot pie from that smell? Not just any pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Oh no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. In a red and white fucking KFC bowl, huh? It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. And I could eat this all day. Should I have given Colonel Sanders a hick voice? It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. Always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. I'm not going to do that. It ruins the character. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lay down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Step up from the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide the mac and cheese plus pot pie. You decide the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes to pull off the edges of victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes for their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go small. Colonel Sanders seems to be parsing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, fried chicken. The intensity of the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare for their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Marion furiously injects ingredients into the itsy-bitsy pot of broth. Best friends, bastard blaster! Van has pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Client gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Oh, is that the 5-point? Is that a reference to that Tarantino movie that I can't remember the title of, the fucking Kill Bill? That's that reference. It's a reference. Wait. When did Client learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. What? What? We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frankly prepare your... I am so concerned. I am so concerned. I am just concerned with this whole entire video game. Why does she have a knife? I just realized she has a butcher knife with a heart on it. I want one. Her makeup is fantastic, by the way. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley and her spellbook out, and she's going to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her run into the battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's certainly evil magic? No. Do it the hard way. As the Colonel says, do it the hard way. You tried the easy way last time and you got fucked. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Matty. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Matty, since we were little kids, because I'm their best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? I hear you cheering. Who is cooking? Tiny food, sure cook time. It's actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. That's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. That's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know they've lied about the ingredient. Oh no. Boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up when dark cloud thickens shields before your very eyes. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are so many. I think Borko has the day off. You have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Alright, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love your stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids with culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? Sorry, Steve, but it's kind of middle something. You mind? Say the Spork Monster announces that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisis crossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little Spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster binding. This is back in the old country. Ah, Jesus. Back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it's probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should just watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the conversation. I understand. It's like some kind of monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I had woken up. Toss a serious stare at Steve when he takes the hint. Never mind. Talk to you later. Good luck. Having suffered from this huge setback, you don't know if you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. Goddamn right you do. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as your culinary injury flows through your body. You go Super Saiyan. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Matty, you are the chosen one. You will avenge. This screen exemplifies this whole game right now. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds are preparing for the entire life of this moment. I will show this world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know, with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because you were powering up your chicken pot pie because in the oven it can't be served. But don't worry, dear Matty. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I'm watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps to your station and stands right beside you. I just expect Gordon Ramsay to come out. It's fucking raw! Fucking raw! Get the fuck out! I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. You're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have a surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. The time expired is the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Bob? Clank? Off screen, you hear a pure and innocent gaggle that can only be heard from one student. Hey, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom, hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, how am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I have in my legs, may I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, I'm not the worst prank in UCS:AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear the signature whir and beep from onomatopoeia. There is none. Somehow we must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. It's adorable. I like it. A little cup of tea too. Look at that. This is so cute. Tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny Naruto Maki, a spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name, Gordon Ramsay. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just... just the tip. Just the tip. Just the tip, guys. Just the tip of his pink dog tongue. Jesus Christ. Sublime. Would anyone else like to taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Now that I took much, it was less than a thumb's worth full of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with such much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Matty, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I've made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yeah, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leads over to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close to count all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't... It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made out of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me? Before forcing you to endure his swollen tongue for a moment, Sparkles gracefully laps a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk it over. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight with a light rosewater syrup, topped with a French meringue and connected by a sugar glass. That is adorable, and I want it right now. Ashley, you're my favorite character in the game. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd like to ask you for eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be on a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Matty? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize we were going to have an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I could go on college for eating, school for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it, if you're absolutely interested, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-faced cuisine if it cooked you. With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, this time without being shackled by trying to be a fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. When this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. Began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. It's become something else. Holy fucking shit. It looks fucking... What the fuck? He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought, I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced as all things should be. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes this class. You pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass. Everybody gets a pass. I love the references. I love them. I love the references. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to be transcendent this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The menu item is so impressive that even that Van and Ashley are drawn back into its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who knows that you can teach an old dog a new trick? Oh, hi there. Hi there, Ashley. How you doing? How are you doing, Ashley? Van and Ashley tell everyone they're committed to themselves, righting the wrongs as they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. He was never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. I mean, I'm an idiot. Amusing. Wow. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Just kill me now. And now that everyone is together. It's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spoke Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to my new name. Pottery monster. Student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to spork. Sorry, party monster. Dejected. Student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Marion romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. Red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking the carpet, you see his perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. Figured that was the least we can do for the school's dean. Now I get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And now we get the new wing of the school, not to mention in honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Got it. Music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has also arrived late to the dance. Now that I am graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, we still doing the talking. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this all the time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I just begin to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Marion's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in this regard. Hey, good for you, Marion. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Of course he does. That's what happens. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Oh. Casual attire, Colonel Sanders. Just like the first day you met him, he's prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not just enough to give him a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and men by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. Everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the end of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Matty. I couldn't help but wonder. Was our final exam team up purely or an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you, feeling a surge of energy jump off the tips of his fingers. His hand. The hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery. So tender yet refined. So milky smooth fingers. Like finely battered drumsticks. Turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight, they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef, as both and partner in both business as in life? You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you together. Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. The for real end? Wow. That was a life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders, you step outside to get some air. Quad is dark and quiet. too quiet. You start to smell something salty, potatoey, gravy. Just then, Sport Monster appears. Hi, Matty. You had some pretty sweet dance moves back there. Well, thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool. Oh, you noticed? I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, and something you ask you. You see, like, as a potato-like creature, this is difficult. I have no place to call home other than people's nightmares. Oh, I had no idea. I was wondering if I might be able to go home with you permanently. I'll run out and get the paper in the morning and everything. Sure, I'll adopt the Sport Monster. My hero. He will be forever in your debt. The end. Seriously, though, it really is this time. Fucking amazing. That's it. That's it. Wow. What the fuck did I just play? What an unbelievably silly game. I loved it. I loved it. That was fucking hilarious. I would absolutely recommend everybody go download that and play that immediately. It's literally a free game, and it's about the most fun 2 hours you'll ever have in your entire life. Apparently there's multiple endings, so I don't know if I got the good ending or not. Did I? I don't know. But yeah, that was real good. That was really funny. I enjoyed that. But I guess that's the end. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you did. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.